Hi. I just took a step back away from watching the Return of the Jedi in the Blu-ray version because it got to this part where Leia is encountering the Ewok, and I'm sorry, the Ewok's eyes right now are creeping me out. They're yellow and they're brown and they're just weird. It's not the eyelashes, it's not the CGI that they added with that, it's the eyes themselves. However, I do have some things to mention here about 3D. First off, at the end of this week, the a dolphin tail, something like that, is going to be released. So far, this movie's got 7 reviews based on pre-screening events, and it's got 100%. Now, it's probably not going to keep that 100% by Friday or after Friday. I can't imagine this film to do better than Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Sorry, can't imagine it. Other 3D things that are happening. Somebody asked Spielberg that if 3D was dead, and basically, and this is from Rotten Tomatoes too, actually it's from the OrlandoSentinel.com. Spielberg said that it's not dead. Basically, the right film just needs to come along to make the audience want to see it in 3D with the higher ticket prices rather than to see the lesser ticket price in 2 dimensions. And, you know, I have a hard time believing that 3D is dead at this point because of the Lion King 3D that was released this weekend. As I reviewed it earlier on, I must say that this is one of the best 3D conversions I've ever seen, and because of this, and the people who hate 3D probably going to hate me for saying this, but after the success of this movie, it did $30 million last weekend alone, and it's probably poised to be #1 again at the end of this week. I'll keep up on that, but the based on the success of The Lion King, it is more than likely we're going to see more classic films from 10, 20, 30 years ago. I mean, Top Gun is already in the works. Star Wars The Phantom Menace is already in the works for February. We're probably going to see quite a few more classic films be released in 3D in major theaters, which is cool that they're making them 3D. I mean, who would have thought of when Ted Turner started colorizing films, if he brought in those colorized films into the theaters? Oh my gosh, you know, it wouldn't have been that successful personally. But 3D is kind of different than the colorization of older films. My view of this, though, is that we should be charged matinee prices for the older films. Otherwise, just release them in DVD format for the people who do have the 3D equipment, so that they can buy into these classic films in the 3D styles. That's just my feeling with it. Another thing that they should do too is come up with start showing these classic films like on DirecTV's 3D stations, and see if they go well on those as well. What do you think about this? Leave the comments downstairs if you're interested, and tell me what you think. Other than that, that's all my vlog is today. Quick one take. Lots of things actually to cover. You notice I got this green screen going back here. I'm not using it quite yet. I'm using it for a future project. I don't know if I'm going to be using it for a 3D video, but I'm just going to give this thing a try for some two-dimensional things. I hope so. I'll talk with everyone later. Have a good day.